Are we at the top yet?
No.
I'm terrified of heights, you realise that, Tina?
Are you?
I'm absolutely petrified of them. Heights and water. But it's more because I think I'm not actually looking.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in a high-rise building and I go on the balcony, like that freaks me out. Like I can't go out on the balcony because it's too...
I don't mind the height, but when I'm in like the edge of something and it's very windy,
Yeah.
that's when I get like, oh.
So who are these two South Island-based adventurers on this episode of For the Love of Racing? One is scared of heights and the other has fear of standing over the edge on a windy day. Yet ironically, they have no fear riding half-ton thoroughbreds at 70 kilometres per hour. Well, one is the most successful South Island female rider in New Zealand's racing history, Kylie Williams. And I guess the other climber can claim the title of most successful Argentinian-born female jockey in New Zealand's racing history, Comignaghi. So join us as we scale Christchurch's Port Hills to discover the path to their success.
Yeah, no, like this is just what, 20 minutes from where we live. It's crazy. You feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere.
No spiders that will actually kill you?
Well, that's one thing that I miss about Com. You know, the adrenaline of walking in the forest is like completely different because there's something that could kill you. Snakes and...
Bears.
Yeah, not so much bears. Humans.
Human.
Can you believe your longevity?
Not really, no. Not after some of the injuries and things that have happened. But...
Because the interesting thing is we look back through your riding record, no year's gone by without you winning a race. So essentially you were pregnant and winning races.
Yeah, I actually ran second on Parsons' horse in the Group 1 Thorndon when I was pregnant with one of the children. Logan, it might have been. Yeah, on pins and needles, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, most of them, they've all won races, I think.
And Tina, I think your first victory was at Wingatui?
Yeah.
John and Karen Parsons' horse, was it?
Yeah. Melbourne Cup day.
Oh, perfect.
And I didn't even know what the Melbourne Cup was back then.
Really?
So yeah, so I've come a long way from that.
Courtney, spoiled princess, right there too is Carbonista, Matryoshka in front. First win coming out here for Tina Comignaghi and she gets home. Second is going to be Debbie.
There's some suggestion we should be giving you a gold watch for over 25 years service to the New Zealand racing industry.
I guess if I've been in it 25 years, you must have been in it for that long too.
Yeah, I knew that would come back at me and bite me in the face. Thanks very much for that. The really cool thing about you is, Kylie, is that I think you sort of applied to an ad in the paper with some position up the North Island and your family were oblivious to the fact that you even liked horses.
Pretty much. I wasn't allowed to leave school. Dad wouldn't let me unless I had a job, and there was an advertisement in the press. So my friend actually rang and pretended to be me because I was too scared to do it, and applied, and I got on it and did a course in Otaki for 3 months, and here I am still doing it.
What was Dad thinking at the time and Mum thinking? Were they just thinking, what the hell's gone on here?
Yeah, I don't know actually what they thought. Probably thought it was a phase. Oh, she'll get over it. It's just a horse phase, you know. Like kids get a new pet and they forget about it, and Mum and Dad have to look after it. But
so essentially, you weren't even show jumping horses or anything. You just decided, I'm just going to become a jockey today.
yeah, my friend had she had a Western horse. So I used to go with her to muck out and stuff. But other than that, no, never rode horses.
So were you up in Niven at the time?
No, we were in Christchurch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And she'd sussed out that there was a riding school in Niven.
the pre-apprenticeship, yeah.
Unbelievable.
And so she, that was the start of it.
Yeah.
Gave her an interest, something she obviously wanted to do, so I sort of supported her all.
And thought, where did this come from?
Yeah.
And now look what you've caused.
So it took her a while to get used to it because most of the people that go into it have had a background in horses and riding as kids and or the family, isn't it? But,
Absolutely.
no, for her, there's
Nothing like that at all. Kylie Williams' Hall of Fame collection is testament to her unrelenting desire to succeed. While mixed with motherhood, this has been her life for over 25 years. Her 100th winner, Hailstorm, brought up on the coast for Stephen Woodsford in 2003. 200th in 2005, Big Wig at headquarters for Nick Wigley. 300th for Pam Robson on Karina. 400th at Mochikarara for Paul Harris. Her 500th, another for trainer Stephen Woodsford in 2012. 3 years later, 600 on Brass Spring for Murray Tapper. And then to the most emotional of them all, 700 winners, riding Queen Jetson for second parents Tony and Lynn Prendergast.
All of our jockeys out there in race number 9 today, sporting the black armbands after the passing of Barbara Blackie.
Is Whitney, but here's 700 of the best coming up for Kylie Williams. Queen Jetson too good. Queen Jetson beats home.
Yeah, and a rare show of emotion over the line from her too. That's a magnificent effort by her. Of course, she has 3 children. She juggles those with riding track work, and it'll be very special to her as well, riding this horse, who she's got a lot of time for, and Tony and Lynn Prendergast, who provided her with so many victories over such a long period of time. Queen Jetson.
That photo there certainly takes pride and place on the mantelpiece at Kylie Williams. The 700 spoils enjoyed with the late Tony Prendergast. This is a typical start to Kylie's day. Now down to 2 kids, with oldest son Logan flown the nest and nearly a jockey in Melbourne, Australia. It's off to school for Rian, and in son Rico's case, it's see you later, fam.
See ya! Where's your pony? Huh? Oh, look at that. That's so cute. Is he a nice pony?
Yes.
That's cool.
He doesn't bite. You can go behind feet because he doesn't kick.
He doesn't what?
He doesn't kick.
Oh, he doesn't kick. That's cool. And he's really nice to ride? Yeah? That's really cool. You look really cool there, eh? Right, I think we've got to go to school shortly, don't we?
Yeah. I can even do handstand and splits.
Can you? Are you a gymnast? Well, show me. Oh, look at you. That's so clever. That's really clever.
I can't stay in them.
Can't stay there? Yeah. Adele? See you, darling.
I think there was only a couple of countries that you possibly could have got a working visa in there.
Yeah, so it's called a working holiday. It's a program they do between governments just to encourage young people to travel and to work as well, just to keep traveling. And at that time it was only Canada and New Zealand that were on the list. And I didn't want to go to Canada, it just looked a bit cold to me. So it was New Zealand, and it was far away. It wasn't in America, so it was great.
So I think as part of that process, you had to work at places for 3 months or something along those lines. Where did you sort of start and end up?
Yeah, so, well, we landed in Auckland, and then you decide where to go, but most of the people I met in the hostels, they were going to do kiwi fruit picking. So we ended up meeting a lot of people from different countries and going all together. So my first place was Tauranga, and working a place near there is Katikati, in an orchard there. And it wasn't ideal for me because I'm very small, so it's quite hard to get to the kiwis, to kiwi fruit. But it was good fun because we were all in the same boat. We were just making money to keep traveling and have fun. So yeah, we used to live in a house. Probably it was 10 of us, a big house, and have a good time, cook together, learn about other cultures. There was a lot of people from Czech Republic, England, Scotland, South Africa, so you get to meet a lot of people. And then I got a bit sick of them jobs, so I tried looking for something with horses. And the first thing that came out was horse trekking guide in Hammer Springs. I went there, but I went in the middle of winter, so it wasn't that great because first it's very cold, and second the people don't really go horse riding in the middle of winter. So it was pretty boring. We didn't get to go out much. So yeah, one of the people that went there, she knew a place where they train racehorses. So she gave me a contact, and that was Karen. And I called her and said, yeah, come one day and meet us, and she was pretty chilled about everything, and they were very, very nice people, and they told me just come whenever you want, you can start working. It's great that you don't know much about racehorses, because then we can just teach you everything here, and you don't have any bad habits. So that's how I started. So the next couple of days I packed my things and came here, and I stayed there since, basically.
Yeah, and she rang from there, and I said, well, come down and see us. When you think, wasn't really expecting anything, nothing like what we got. Nothing like what we got, because, well, we have tons of people ringing us, and, but we don't get anything like Tina. Gosh, Tina's been exceptional right from when she came,
I think John's taken a few bets with a couple of the local horsemen to say that this kid will make it.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
Determination, balance, and she's just an animal lover.
Yes, yep. That's something that a lot of people miss.
Lovely day in the office.
Oh, there she is. There was some rumour going around that she was mucking out, and that has been proven. That is the case. She does it very quickly, though. I don't think she's actually putting too much effort into it. Mind you, it's quite a clean box, to be fair.
You need a picture here just to prove that you're not scared of heights.
Actually been 12 years, I think, over in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's been a while. When I think about it, I never think I've been that long here. It just feels like time has flown. But it's been great. In racing and outside of racing, it's just been amazing for me.
One win that sticks out, one horse that sticks out?
Just probably the day at the Dunedin, winning the 4 races in a day and the 3 listed, well, Group 3 and 2 listed, so it was a good day.
El Gladiator still in front. El Gladiator's got the guineas in safekeeping. Take the initiative. Number 2, Tina Comignaghi on El Gladiator. Nobody really wanted the front in the early part of the race. She did. Took over and kept up a very strong gallop all the way up the lane. Mr. Intelligence, Citrus outside. They knuckled down to it. Mr. Intelligence. Oh, it's a close photo. I think maybe Mr. Intelligence, Citrus, but it's tight.
I think you got there.
No, took a while. It was a good fight, but yeah, she got the job done.
It's been a great day for you so far. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Just Middle there they go. White Road Lodge Field underway. Zambe, one of the best out. Kalani runs out with it. Down the outside, Kalani's got a bit of a kick here though. There's still 2 lengths in front. Might be game over. Shirley Moore tries hard in behind that. Nothing coming from the pack and down towards the line, and Kalani. Kalani takes the white robe. How good was that? Kalani, number 5. Tina Comignaghi, who else? And that is 4 today. Just refused to quit. If anything, powered away the last little bit.
It's been a great day for you. You've been riding in great form, and it must be a big thrill to get a win on a big premier day here in the south.
Yeah, I know. Just getting a listed for me was a big goal, and getting more than one in a day is just a dream come true.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you very much.
She's different.
No, I don't tend to really have goals. I just sort of take it day by day and enjoy it while I still enjoy it. Yeah, it was pretty cool to get the 800, especially considering I only really ride in the South Island. I very rarely go north unless I'm asked to go and ride something. And yeah, to be still, you know, as a female, to be still doing it after 25 years, it's pretty cool.
The inside, Savasar is trying to get through, not much room for Rodden's finding. El Gladiador trying to wear it down. Now Savasar gets out. Is it too late? She's going to really sprout wings late. Savasar right of the line. Savasar got there, and that makes it 800 career wins for Kylie Williams. Well done. It wasn't looking good for a while. She got held up behind them. She had the sweet run, and that turned pretty nasty there for a few strides, but Kylie's been able to get her out, extricated this little mare, and she's really had to wind her up. She's really had to show a late turn of foot here, and she's been able to get there right on the line. And didn't she love it, Kylie Williams? She'll get the cup. One of the South's great riders, the most winningest female Southern rider of all time, and she grabs 800, and what a race to do it.
The downside of a professional athlete are injuries, and Tina, it's fair to say, has had her fair share. In fact, she deals with body pain most days. From broken shoulders, collarbones, wrists and fingers, her unfortunate injury run started as an adventurous child back home.
I just went to the zoo to see the animals, and I was feeding the camel, and I dropped my food and the camel grabbed my head instead of the food and lifted me up in the air, and I had my whole head inside the camel's mouth, and I got 27 stitches in my head from that. So yeah, well, I got quite lucky because they could have, if they had upper teeth, I would have lost an eye, but luckily they don't have upper teeth, they only have bottom, so I only had a big hole in my head. That's about it.
I've sort of been stalking on social media a wee bit, and there's some incredible photos. I think you've learnt a new passion, photography.
Yeah, I've been a photographer for a few years. I've been pretty quiet lately with all the riding, but I do like photography a lot, and I like being out in the mountains and following the good light. So yeah, that's something I love doing. It's a bit like, I don't know, you need a lot of patience, and you need to be on your own a lot in the mountains and just to get the right picture. So it's harder than it looks actually, because most of the pictures you see, it's not that you just go one place, take a shot and go away. You need to wait for the right moment, so it's not that easy.
And yes, I know you're all trying to guess the breed of Tina's bestie. His name, Jumbe, and he is a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
The thing I love about you, Kylie, it's very family orientated. You know, you can tell me who's doing what and what they're doing, and you work for them, and you know their backstory, and then the day comes when you ride a win for them. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's what I enjoy now, is riding winners for people that, you know, that sort of it means a little bit more to them, kind of thing, and you know, all the hard work that goes into it, and yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
New Zealand's always been a step ahead when it comes to female and male and everything with the boats, and I think it's an open-minded place, and it helps a lot.
She's just a natural, like the horses just run for her. She's so carefree and happy, and I think it just channels through in her riding. She's just a freak.
That's really interesting. She's your competitor, yet you're praising her right beside her, I mean.
Yeah, Tina and I have never sort of been competitive against each other. I think we're just as happy to see each other ride a winner, or, you know, I think that's why we get on so well. And yeah, no, I'm stoked when Tina rides winners.
Cool comment. And one of the keys about riding races is obviously knowing what the other rider's going to do.
Yeah.
You obviously know what she's going to do.
Oh, you watch races and you're like, oh, where's Tina? And you never ever see her, and then she's a bit like Chris Johnson. She just appears. You're like, oh, I didn't even see her in the race. Yeah, she's a bit of a freak like Chris.
With over 25 years riding experience, that's a massive appraisal by Kylie Williams towards Tina Comignaghi's riding ability. But that is a typical Kylie thing. She says it as it is, even if it does mean praising a fellow competitor. It certainly was a most healthy and enjoyable day with Tina, Kylie, along with Mother Nature. And as the team's main creative man and pilot, Zach Stark, lands our drone back to base, it's clear from our outing with the ladies their lives are certainly consumed with the love of racing. Look forward to your company next time on For the Love of Racing, where our thoroughbred people tell their thoroughbred stories.